that there are certain songs which are not real friendly, but they are great. But they might will not like they will never get discovered, maybe because of the real thing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to PeepingMoon.com. I'm Rashita, Sahni, and today joining me for a super interesting conversation is Deepanshu, who's going to take us through his musical journey. Hi, Deepanshu. How have you been?
I'm all good, Rashita. Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome. Now, Dipanshu, of course, your story, I was just going through a bit of it, comes across as something very interesting. Even I'm from a small town and I've been living in Bombay for like 7 years now. So how did you begin and how did you honestly have that courage to take that first step?
I think it was always there. Like I know like people have stories in which they realize something after a certain point of time in their life. In my case, I was in class 7 where I wanted to become like international pop sensation. It was like it dates back to that time. And I knew that I have to come out of this city where I was living in. It's a place called Katihar in Bihar. But I
Hmm.
didn't know what to do back then. So I was
Yeah.
like, the only thing that I can do to get out of this place is to be great at studies so that my
Hmm.
parents don't question me that why are you doing this. So started
Correct.
studying. Thankfully, I was a great student. I got into IT Delhi, did my engineering from there 5 years, and then I shifted to Mumbai for music and my media company that I run.
Okay. But what were the initial setbacks or challenges like? Was there like any point in your professional life where you felt like it's not working for you or you feared giving up?
Uh, I never like felt like giving up, but there were lows for sure. Like when you
Yeah.
have doubt on yourself if the next song is gonna work, because
Yeah.
there is so much of competition out there and everyone is great. So what separates you apart from them? That's always a fear. Even now it's there. Like I don't know about my next song. I don't know about my next to next song if they will perform well or not. So that is always there for sure. But you have to do it.
For sure. But of course, talking about Mera Safar, it of course came out and it did do well. What was your expectations before the song released? Were you confident enough?
Um, I wrote this song in my college fourth year, 2019, and I released it in 2022. So it's like I released it after 2 years. And one of the
Yes.
things that I think right now is why didn't I release it earlier? Things would have been different, maybe. But regarding how I was feeling when I was releasing the song, it's very funny that now the song has reached like millions of people. But the day when I was releasing the song, not many people know of this. Only my friends know. I was crying like that exact day when I was uploading the music video because I was sitting alone and all my
Hmm.
friends were busy and I was like, I've made this amazing music video and there is no one to celebrate this. But just
Hmm.
look into it. Like just after a few months, there's so many people celebrating the song. So it's a big deal for me.
Perfect. But
Yeah.
talking about independent music in general in India, not a lot of due credit is given to artists, and everyone's like sort of associated with big labels. How do you feel about that?
I feel the time is changing because right now what really works is if a song is good, then no one
Hmm.
can stop you from like making it a hit. It might take time if you are not getting
Yeah.
any label support or there is no like a lot of money behind your song, but eventually it makes its own way. And that's how the entire social media is evolving right now, right? Like we have songs like Ali Zafar's Jhoom that he released in I think 2011 and it got hit
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So if your song is good, then it's gonna make its own way for sure. That's there. The labels can surely make you, but they cannot stop you from making it big even if they are not with you.
Definitely, totally agreed with what you said. But talking about social media, the reel culture, it has been trending big time. Don't you think it's like a big advantage for talented singers like you who are coming forward, musicians, everyone?
The reels and all.
Yeah.
I think it's an advantage as well as a disadvantage. The reason being now that there are certain songs which are not reel friendly, but they are great. But they
Correct.
might will not like they will never get discovered, maybe because of the real thing, right? And there are certain songs those are reel friendly. There are certain songs those are very niche. So
Yeah.
shayad people won't use them in the reels. So it's very sad and happy at the same time, I
Yeah.
feel. Yeah.
I also feel now people have stopped making songs for the purpose of making songs. They're just making it for the real culture. Like they want
Yeah.
that one hook line or maybe a one
Yeah.
hook step.
For
जो
example, you'll
एकदम
see,
pick up हो जाए.
yeah, you'll see a lot of pop songs now. They start directly with the chorus. There is no
Correct.
like verse, pre-chorus, and all that. There is directly the chorus. The same reason.
Exactly. But what
Yeah.
are you working on next? What do you feel like exploring now?
My next song is called Meri Bari, and
Okay.
it's basically the song Mera Safar talks about my journey, like where I have been and what all I have done in my life. Meri
Hmm.
Bari is sort of where I am at right now, the
Hmm.
current position where I'm at, and it describes my dreams and my ambitions where I want to take it to. So yeah, that's a song. And after that, I have some love songs which I'm really very excited about. Let's see.
Fantastic. But of course, being associated with the film industry or doing playback has always been every singer's dream per se. I don't know how you look at it, but how do you want to explore that space as well with Bollywood?
I'll say I'm a bit narcissistic, that's for sure. So I'd love to be like have an equal share in that particular project if I'm doing. So I'd love to
Yeah.
be in the video as well. That's my take. But obviously, if there is someone as big as like Asarkia or someone like that, then for sure I will never say no to that. But at the same time, I really want to explore the independent scene more.
Yeah. What I also like in the current music scenario is how musicians are featuring in their own music videos. I think
Yeah,
earlier there was this mindset that you are just a voice. I think I do
exactly.
not support that statement because I feel now we don't need singers to be someone's voice. They can very
That,
well be in their own music videos. How do you feel about
yeah.
that transition?
I think that's great because if I have written a song, then I own
Yeah,
the emotions of the song, right? I know
correct.
what I want to convey, and I want my emotions to be out there with the audience, right? And in that case, it's very important that the artist is there in the video also, right? There's a connection that like that gets initiated if the
Hmm.
guy is in the video also. So yeah,
And just like you, there must be so many people out there wanting to make it big, coming out,
yeah,
taking that first step. What
yeah.
advice would you want to give them?
First of all, the one advice that I'll give is they have to be original for sure, and
Hmm.
like they should own their insecurities, everything that they are made up of. Like many of the
Yeah.
times when we talk about this online world and all, we try to hide a lot of stuff. Obviously, there is a boundary that you need to maintain, but
Hmm.
with time, I have realized now that the more you are original with the audience, the more they love you. Like just
Yeah.
take example of the song Mera Safar. It's all my life story in a way. Like यूं तो
Hmm.
मेरी भी सुबह होती थी किसी खास के साथ and all that. Even the next song Meri Bari talks a lot about where I'm at right now. So I feel it always helps to be original. People connect with you even more, and that separates you from the rest of the world because no one can take your story. Everyone can write a beautiful romantic song, but if it has my elements, then how can someone be like me? They cannot.
Completely agreed with that. But lastly, if I ask you who has been your inspiration from the music industry, Indian music industry, who would you name?
I'll say Arijit Singh for sure because of his amazing
Okay.
voice. I
Yeah.
started singing because of this singer called Enrique Iglesias when I was in class
Yeah.
7th.
Enrique, we have all been in
Somebody's
that.
Me, Hero, and all
Yeah.
these songs. So it started from
Yeah.
there. Justin Bieber, all-time favorite. Charlie Puth, very talented. And in
Yeah.
India, I really follow like Arijit Singh, Arman Malik. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Deepanshu, for joining in. It was lovely chatting with you. All the very best for all your future projects.
Thank you so much, Rashita.
Thank
Means a lot.
you.
Yeah.